my lovelies. It's February. I've been gone for a while. I'm so sorry. I have not been very well. I've had this like coldy flu that's been going around at the moment. You can probably still hear it in my voice. I felt dreadful. And guys, it was so bad I couldn't even read. So, I mean, I'll update you in my review video for January, but I didn't make it round to all the books. I did most of them though. I did most of them, okay? So for today's video, I am doing my TBR for February. Hopefully I'm on the other side of this horrible illness now and we can get back into reading and having a good time. So for my TBR for February, one of you guys said that I had to get round to reading the Shatter Me series. So I think this is going to be the month, guys, that I'm going to attempt it. I don't think I've got all the books because there is a lot of books in this series, like all the novellas and stuff. So I've got 10 and I don't think that's all of them. So this is going to be a big fantasy month, isn't it? Maybe I'll do a reading vlog of the, maybe I'll do a reading vlog of like my updates on the Shatter Me series if you're interested. So I actually know nothing about this. I just know that it's fantasy. So let's see what it has to say. So it says, I have a curse, and then it's crossed out and it says, I have a gift. And then it says, I am a monster, crossed out. And then I'm more than human. My touch is lethal, crossed out. My touch is powerful. I am their weapon, crossed out. I will fight back. So it's like, I guess, crossing out the negativity and like positivity, you know? A fragile teenage girl is held captive, locked in a cell by the re-establishment, a hard dictatorship in charge of a crumbling world. But Juliet is no ordinary teenager. One touch from her can kill. The re-establishment wants to use her as a weapon, but Juliet has other plans. After a lifetime without freedom, she's finally discovered the strength to fight back and to find a future with one person she thought she'd lost forever. Okay, this kind of like is giving me, I don't know, like Hunger Games vibes maybe? I know that a lot of people who like this series is like ride or die. So I feel like you either love this series or you hate it. So it'd be interesting because this is young adult. I've also just read Light Lark, which I will talk about in my January review video, and I absolutely loved Light Lark as a young adult. So I have high hopes for this because I feel like sometimes young adult can be a bit hit and miss for me personally. Sometimes it's just, it feels a little bit too young, and I know it's young adult, so that kind of makes sense. But sometimes I don't know. So let's see. We'll see where this one goes. So obviously that is a big series, so I'm going to try not to read too much fantasy aside from this because I feel like too much romancy fantasy kind of gets to me and I feel a bit unmotivated. So let's go for romance. So I thought this month might be the month where I read the Miles High Club series. So I bought this series because I seen it on Waterstones and I was like, yeah, sold. Where do I pick it up? I didn't know that these were already out before, but these are just different covers. So these are actually quite old books, I think, but I seen them. In fact, I'll show you them all because they are all stunning. So the first one is the Stopover. Yeah, the Stopover, and then it's obviously got the continued sprayed edge. And then you've got the Takeover. Oh, I just love them. They're so pretty. The Casanova. So pretty. The Do-Over. Oh. And then I think this is the last one, is Miles Ever After. This is only a little one. So I am very excited to read those. Again, I might do a reading vlog on these because they're a romance. I thought this would be perfect for Valentine's Day, you know? I say Valentine's Day, this is probably going to take me like 2 weeks to read all these. But if you're interested in a reading vlog, then please let me know and I will certainly do that for you. Again, I've not read anything by T.L. Swan, so this will be interesting. So this one is the first one and it says, he's rich, gorgeous and utterly irresistible and now he's her boss. An unexpected first-class upgrade, a snowstorm, and one unforgettable stopover with a man who made her lose all sense of reason. That was supposed to be the end of it, but when Emily Foster... My name's Emily! You just know it's going to be a good book, don't you? When you've got the same name as the main character. That's giving main character vibes, guys. But when Emily Foster walks into her new job at Miles Media, she comes face to face with the man she thought she'd never see again. Jameson Miles is powerful, ruthless, and completely off limits. As the billionaire CEO of the most powerful media empire in the world, he works hard and plays even harder. He's also determined to pick up exactly where they left off. But Emily isn't the same woman she was that night, and she's not willing to risk her dream job on their connection, no matter how electric it is. As the tension between them builds, so does the chaos around them. But Jameson isn't a man who gives up easily, and when it comes to Emily, he's determined to make her his, no matter what it takes. Okay, I'm very excited about these. Why have I put these off for so long? Well, I know why I did actually, because it's giving like spring, summer vibes. So I'm excited. Okay, and I know it doesn't seem like a lot because I've technically only showed you two series, but that's a lot of books. So I didn't want to overpower it. So I'm just saying that I'm going to read one more on my list. Again, I might read a lot more. I don't know. I just don't want to put too much pressure on myself because I feel like then I just start to not enjoy reading anymore because I'm like, I have to read all these books. I'm like, no, you don't. You're meant to read because you enjoy it. So the last book that I'm putting on my list, hopefully I read more, but we'll see. The Shatter Me series, some books are really like small, so I'm hoping that I get through them quite quickly, but we'll see. The last book that I'm putting on my list is The Dead Romantics. So I have not read this. I have only read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. So I absolutely loved this book. So I am very excited to read The Dead Romantics. So let's see what this says. So it says, Florence Day is a ghostwriter with one big problem. She's supposed to be penning swoon-worthy novels for a famous romance author, but after a bad breakup, Florence no longer believes in love. But when her strict but undeniably hot new editor, Benji Andor? Benji. Can we get a sexy Benji? Not sure. And when her strict but undeniably hot new editor, Benji Andor, won't give her an extension on her book deadline, Florence prepares to kiss her career goodbye. When tragedy strikes and Florence has to head home, the last thing she expects to see is a ghost at her front door. Not just any ghost, however, but the stern form of her still very hot, yet now unquestionably dead new editor. As sparks start to fly between them, Florence tells herself she can't be falling for a ghost, even an infuriatingly sexy one. But can Benji help Florence to realise love isn't dead after all? Ooh. This is kind of giving me the Christmas book that I read. What was it called? It's reminding me of Good Spirits. So is he dead from the start? I don't know. This would be interesting. I'm looking forward to this one, guys. So yeah, that is all of the books that I plan to read in February, hopefully a few more. But also I didn't get round to reading Better Than the Movies in January. Well, as I'm currently filming this, I'm filming this on Friday, which is the 29th. Not sure. So I might have started this in January, but I should be finishing it in February. So I will add this to my list as well. I've already read the back of this one, so yeah, I'm excited about this. I mean, if I do get round to reading any more books, I did have this one recently come, The Elsewhere Express. I have no idea what it's about. I know it's fantasy, but I seen this edition and I thought it was stunning. So if I can get round to reading any more, I would love to read this one, but I'm not putting any pressure on it because reading the whole Shatter Me series, that is a lot of fantasy, so I don't know how I feel about this. But I will read you the back anyway for anyone who is interested. It says, welcome aboard, Rhea. Rhea is a lost soul going through the motions of life without a dream of her own. One night on her subway ride home, Rhea's thoughts wander too far. She wakes on the Elsewhere Express, a magical train that offers its passengers a sense of purpose, peace, and belonging. The journey is a chance for Rhea to reimagine her life, but only if she finds her compartment before time runs out. Once aboard, Rhea meets an intriguing artist named Q, and together they race to find their place on the train. Through a boarding car carpeted in meadow grass and along a dining carriage where passengers picnic on lily pads, but a mysterious stowaway has boarded with them, and with it a dark, malignant magic that threatens to destroy the train. The closer Rhea comes to uncovering the stowaway's identity, the nearer she draws to the ultimate question: what is her life's true purpose, and is it a destination the Elsewhere Express can take her to? So I feel like this is going to be like a motivational book. We'll see, but absolutely love this, and I'd love to read this in February, but we'll see how the month goes. So guys, that is the end of my TBR for February video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments what you were planning to read this February. I hope that it's all filled with romance, because February is Valentine's Day, which I know is a day, but it's technically a month, isn't it? So I need all my romance girlies and guys. I need all my romance recommendations. So let me know what you're planning to read in February. As always, we'll come back here end of February, early March. Oh my God, March. I'll hold you accountable, you hold me accountable. We'll see what we got round to. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You guys literally mean the world to me, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys.